What is the best store to be locked in overnight if you're a kid?
You're on the toilet and a robber breaks into your house. Do you wipe first before you go and investigate?
What is your wildest concert memory?
Toaster giveaway at 10K subscribers.
Welcome to Barcast Comedy, where semi-pro comedians, Zach and OldSchoolCurt, answer crazy would-you-rather questions. We got OldSchoolCurt here today, baby. And we're also joined with everybody's favorite uncle, Stuntman and YouTuber, Shuffleboson.
High fives and loaders. Thanks for having me back, guys.
Yeah, welcome to the 3-Peat Club.
3P, I made it.
Happy Easter. I mean, Starburst jelly beans. Happy Easter.
Right before we were recording, you were about to say you do something on Easter every year.
Yeah. So, what my wife do, we don't have
what
kids.
My wife do. That was fun. I like the way you worded that.
What me and my wife do on Easter every year, we don't have kids and stuff. So, we invite people, friends of ours, who are pretty much in the same boat as us. And we tell everybody, all right, show up at our place, 9 o'clock in the morning, bring a 6-pack of bottled beer with the labels off. Every person needs to show up with a 6-pack of bottled beer, labels off. They show up at our place. We hand them paint, and they sit down and they paint the beer bottles like they're Easter eggs. While they're doing that, my wife and I are cooking brunch, like French toast, bacon, all that stuff. And when we're done, they're done. We serve them food. We grab all that beer. We go outside. We start hiding these bottles of beer. When we get back in, they're wrapping up their breakfast, and we hand baskets out to everybody. It's the funniest thing watching grown adults run out in the yard like they're 5 years old again with their Easter baskets. Whatever beer they find, they keep. You don't know what the hell it is. Yeah. My friend Chad, his wife, she wore this nice dress, heels and everything. She kicked her heels off. She hopped in the pond up to her knees deep. She found more beer than anybody else. I think she found like 24.
God damn, making her money back. Bring a 6-pack, show up with a 24-pack.
Oh, yeah. It's a fun time.
That's great. I love that. That reminds me, too, like, there's this one guy at the dive bar, my local dive bar we were talking to. He was telling us on how he hides beer along the street for his walk home from the bar. He hides beer in the bushes. And that way, when he's walking home from the bar at night, he can go stop, get a beer, refreshen up.
So he'll go to the bar and then he'll like take a couple with him on the way home and he hides them. Then the next,
or no, so like he goes to the liquor store, buys like a 6-pack.
Oh,
brings it with him to the bar, hides it on the way in a bush, halfway there. So on his walk back, he can keep drinking after the bar kicks him out.
You know, that's actually pretty genius because you get kicked out of the bar. Hey, you're drunk. You go home and you're like, glad you said that. And you just walk home and you're grabbing beers and drinking them.
Well, then me and my friend saw him riding his bike one day down the sidewalk, and we saw his path. So we're like, dude, we got to get drunk one day and go find his beers. We're going treasure hunting.
Did you leave like a little post-it note saying, hey, thanks for the beer or something?
Yeah, like an IOU sticky note.
I got to tell y'all, like, one drunk story that I have, and I wasn't the one that was actually drunk. It was in college. I was at this party. It was a real hot chick, and she had a boyfriend. But there was another chick that I was with that was mediocre, but whatever. And the guy gets really drunk, and he goes, I'm going to go take a shower. And we're like, I don't know why you're announcing that to us, but whatever. Goes in the shower, comes out 5 minutes later, right? And he's butt naked and just walks out and goes, hey, which one of you assholes stole my soap? And we're like, what the hell are you talking about? And in his chest hair was the soap. It was stuck in his chest hair. That's how drunk this guy was.
Holy shit.
Oh my God. I was like, holy shit, man, how much did you drink? And he went back in the shower once he realized that, but that shit was so funny.
Which one of you assholes took my soap?
And it's right here. Like, okay. And later I told him, I said, first of all, you were so drunk, you actually thought while you were taking a shower, somebody snuck in there while you're taking a shower and stole the soap that you were using.
Oh, that's just some old school Kurt for you. Stealing the soap while you're in the shower.
Yeah, that's one of my tricks, just to steal the soap while you shower.
You know Kurt. Always stealing the soap.
He got us again, guys.
Yeah. All right, let's get into some would you rathers here. All right, Jay, would you rather eat a foam football or 4 sticks of butter? You have 2 hours to eat one of the following or you die.
Well, I know if you eat that much butter, your arteries are fucked. I think I'll go with the foam. And the reason why I'll go with the foam football is it was a foam football, right?
Yeah.
Foam football.
I watched this show is just people with like weird OCD behaviors and shit. And this lady, she would eat the foam from the couch. She would just like graze on it. And she went through like 3 couches in her lifetime or some shit like that.
Hey, Jay, she was a real couch potato.
Hey, everybody!
God damn it.
What are you taking, Kurt?
Since I'm type 2 diabetic, if I eat the butter, I'm done. So I'm gonna have to eat the foam football. Even though I'm type 2 and I'm drinking Faygo and eating candy. So either way.
Yeah,
I'll split that football with you.
I'm taking the football too. I just take a shredder, like a cheese grater, and I just shred that down as I'm eating it into my mouth.
I like the way you
Regular
shred like
spaghetti.
this too.
Yeah.
You shred like you're playing an instrument. I like that. You're like, I'm gonna shred the
You're in a food fight, Jay. What 3 foods are you picking to cause the most damage, most chaos?
Oh man, this is tough. This is tough.
Like for me, I'm thinking definitely some milk. You know, that's like a Molotov. That's got some range. It's going to be just hitting everybody when you throw it across.
I'm throwing cookie dough because I'm an asshole.
I
I want cookie dough to stick on your face and everything. I'm throwing cookie dough, pineapples, because that would hurt like a mother.
God damn. I was saying some grapes, like a buckshot.
If I was muscular, I'd be throwing watermelon. But I'm not muscular. I can't do
Oh,
that.
there you go. I think I would. I think I'd throw. I think I'd get a super soaker and fill it with syrup, maple syrup, because that shit's sticky.
Man.
You're
Yeah.
not gonna get that shit off you, and I think I could get some good range with it.
Yeah, I think that would definitely be the most chaos. That would really piss me off, just being covered in syrup out of everything.
And it'd be so cool because, Jay, you could be like, say hello to Aunt Jemima.
Yeah,
That
just
would
start
be the
hosing
coolest
people.
line ever. Coolest line ever.
You wake up tomorrow attached at the waist to any celebrity. Who do you pick?
Brie Larson.
Who are you picking?
Who'd you say, Brie Larson?
Brie Larson because
Brie
she's
Larson.
beautiful.
Oh, nice.
I want to be attached to her forever. I love you, Brie Larson.
Who are you gonna pick?
I was picking probably a guy because I feel like a girl, you know, then she's going on dates and I'm stuck with her.
Kurt's
Yeah, but you could ruin the date though.
True, that would be fun actually to be a third party. I was thinking just like Danny DeVito. I would love just to hang out with Danny DeVito, get into some trouble.
I think I'm
But
gonna
just-
pick Bill Murray for me.
Bill Murray, that'd be a good one. Or maybe like Tom Cruise. That way I have to be in the Mission Impossible movies too.
Oh,
If it
fuck,
was a
that'd be
guy-
annoying though.
I want to be attached to Chevy Chase because Chevy Chase is a legend, man.
Tom Cruise, though, I think he's just one of those super high energy guys where he's like, he's always fucking jet skiing and he fucking high fives everybody too hard and shit. And it's like, dude, take an edible or something and calm down.
Maybe be attached to Jean-Claude Van Damme because he's my favorite action star and he could get me into shape because I would
Oh,
have to
yeah.
keep up with him.
Well, what do you guys think about Mike Tyson? He's got old man strength and he used to be able to really kick people's ass. What do you think about
I
that fight
hope-
coming up?
There's no refs, only KOs.
I hope Mike Tyson knocks him out.
I hope it's not like a rigged thing, you
Yeah.
know. I mean, I
don't
saw
know.
him working the pads the other day on YouTube.
Dude.
Like, holy shit, he's still dangerous as fuck.
If Mike Tyson never goes to jail, he beats the hell out of Holyfield. If he never goes to jail and keeps that winning streak, dude, he would have destroyed Holyfield.
Dangerous. I really hope it's not like a work, and I hope it's a real thing. And
As much as I hate it, I always bet on the Pauls. They're like the villain and they always win. It sucks, but man, you make money on it. You always got to ride for Jake and Logan Paul.
Mike Tyson's a real deal, dude. I grew up watching him with my dad, and Tyson just knocked you out. And plus, Mike Tyson's Punch Out, best boxing game of all time.
Right.
did you ever see that convention picture where he's he's at the table and he's got the biggest smile on his face, and in front of him is somebody's kid. He's like
Dressed
6
up
years
like
old.
Little
He's-
Mac?
Yeah,
He's dressed up like
as
Little Mac? With the little,
Yeah.
yeah, that's awesome.
Tyson's got the biggest smile on his face. That's so cool.
That, or have you seen the clip of him with Hezbollah, the little person? He's like a little person like 30, and Mike Tyson's like grabbing his cheeks and holding him around like he's a little kid, just manhandling
What are
him.
you gonna do? You can't get away from Mike Tyson.
I was like, I don't think Mike Tyson doesn't know he's not a kid.
I bet you that guy was just a little pissed off. But ching.
Kurt's on fire today. If band names were literal, what would be the best concert to go to, and what would be the worst? Like, so A flock of seagulls. It's literally a flock of seagulls playing instruments.
I think one that would suck to go to would be Four Non-Blondes because I love blonde women, so I don't want to go to that concert just with a bunch of four non-blondes. So definitely not that one.
Maybe like
Spice
Bike
Girls.
Zombie or fucking Five Finger Death Punch.
Oh yeah,
Megadeth
I was thinking like a Cannibal Corpse.
concert, Megadeth concert, you just die.
Or what about Anthrax?
Yeah, you just did.
Yeah, Biohazard.
Yeah, what would be the best?
Spice Girls, bunch of sexy women
I was thinking like the Eagles. That'd be a nice relaxing one. See some Eagles.
from Philadelphia, sure. Insane Clown Posse, Whoop Whoop, my favorite. That's a good concert to go to.
Do you have any crazy concert stories or any crazy wild concert experiences?
Yes. It's embarrassing. All right. So in 96, I was in Fort Smith, Arkansas. I worked in the mall at a record store called Camelot Music. And we had like the up and up on bands that were coming into town and stuff like that. All of us got tickets to see Primus in Tulsa.
I've seen them.
I've seen Primus a bunch of times. Amazing show. And at that time, I was kind of courting my coworker's friend, my coworker Beth. I forget what her friend's name was. It's been so long ago, but her and I were kind of chatting it up and stuff like that. And so day of the concert, everybody piles into one car, and Beth says, "Oh, Jay, you're gonna have to hop in the so-and-so's car and ride up with her because she was her friend was going too." We get into her parents' station wagon, and it's an hour and a half drive to the venue, and we're just making chit chat and things are going well. So it's an outdoor venue, and we get to the concert. Primus is on, and I'm hanging out with her and stuff. And I said, I'm gonna get up close and you okay there?
Yep, choking on a jelly bean.
Gotcha. And
That would get us so many views if you choke on a jelly bean live.
Let's go for it.
wouldn't that be something?
All right, continue.
I said, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go hop in the pit for a little bit. And she's like, all right. And I've been to a lot of like metal shows and stuff like that. You don't wear anything nice to any of these events ever. So I got an old pair of jean cutoff shorts. I got an old flannel, and this is back when I weighed like $150. I used to crowd surf a lot, and there's always some joker that's gonna hammer punch you right in the bags. I used to play hockey too, so I got my jock on and underneath my shorts, and I got so an old pair of shoes. And Jerry's the race car driver's playing, and I'm out there mosh around a little bit, and then I get on the outskirts there, just catch my breath and hang out. And there's this gigantic knuckle dragon mouth breather next to me, like the size of freaking Andre the Giant. And he kind of keeps looking down at me, and I'm like, oh shit, what's this guy gonna do? And I just kind of glance up. We make eye contact with him, and he looks down at me. He's all, "You're going up, son." I'm like, okay. And he grabs me by the scruff of my flannel and the belt loop on my shorts. And he just lawn darts me on top of the crowd. And as the release happens, my shit rips. But it's still attached to me. And I'm airborne. And people catch me, and they're trying to like put me back up so I can crowd surf. Everything just comes apart. So I feel these foreign hands on my naked body, and I'm crowd surfing wearing an old pair of sneakers and a jock strap. Les Claypool starts laughing his ass off. He's like, "Everybody get naked." And it was just so fucking weird and embarrassing. And I get back down, and I'm trying to find my flannel, and I can't. I can't find anything. So I'm just sitting there wearing a jock strap. My bare ass is out. Yeah. And I'm like, well, this is fucking embarrassing because now I got to go back and hang out with what's-her-face. So my buddy Kenny was there. He's like, "Jay, here's my windbreaker." And I tie it around my waist. And I stayed in the pit for the rest of the concert. The concert's over, and everybody has to leave. Now I'm doing this walk of shame back to her. And she's like, "What happened?" I'm like, it's just everything. It just came off. It's a long drive back. Everybody, they want to stop at Waffle House. I love Waffle House. I'm like, all right, yeah, let's go and get something to eat. Sounds good. I'm not going in there like that. No shoes, no shirt, no service. I sat in the car. She came out with a to-go box and gave me leftovers.
Oh, yeah.
After that, we didn't really talk much. It's pretty embarrassing for me. To try and make a long story short, there's my embarrassing concert story.
What about you, Kurt? Any wild concerts?
I've told many ICP concerts on my channel, but I'll tell you one that I haven't told on there yet. There was one time that the same crazy girl that was at that broke up the fight in my other video. We were going to meet Insane Clown Posse, and we get in this line, and me and her at the back of the line. Well, then the security guards of ICP goes, "Hey, what's your name?" I said, "Kurt." He goes, "Actually, you and your girl are actually at the front of the line because this is where the door is, not over there. I don't know what those guys are doing." So then this guy in the back goes, "That is crap, man. We were here, blah, blah, blah." And I stepped out of the line. I go, "Hey, man, I'm sorry. They told us it has, I do apologize." And he's like, don't worry about it." So then the girl I'm with jumps out of the line and goes, "Hey, man, why don't you quit your bitching?" And I go, I grab her. I put her back in the line. I go, "Shut up. Do you not realize that I'm going to have to deal with whatever you say?" And then the guy goes, "And why don't you keep your bitch on a leash?" And I went, "Oh." So I step out of line and I go, "Hey, man, she didn't mean nothing by that. Don't call her a bitch. Just everything's cool." And then I'm like, "Okay." And then the guy's like, "No, everything ain't cool." And then two of his buddies get out of the line with them. And I'm like, and I look over at her like, "You see why you need to just keep your mouth shut?" So these three guys start walking to me, and I can't fight. So I just kind of stand there because I can't look weak in front of my girl. So I just kind of put my fist up and I'm like, and then ICP's guards come out of nowhere and scoop up all three and just start kicking them out of the venue. And as they're kicking them out, I go, "That's right. You're lucky we kicked you. I'll take out three of you guys. What?"
Talk your shit.
Woo! And everybody in the audience, everybody in the line just laughed their ass off there. You weren't going to do shit.
Oh, that's actually another quick story too for me even this week. I went to a comedy show. I saw Lyle the Therapy Gecko. It's this guy who dresses up as a gecko. And he does therapy. You just call in and you can talk to a therapist. Interesting concept. But yeah, so I saw him at the Comedy Works, and
How was it?
It was hilarious. But I'm sitting there and I'm right below the balcony, like in the middle of the middle area, and somebody from the balcony drops a plate of chicken tenders, like the metal plate, and it falls right between my legs. Thank God I was man spreading. It went right between my legs, missed me.
And
Did you catch him?
No, I didn't catch it. It just missed me. I was like, what the hell? If I had my legs closed, actually, I might have caught the chicken tenders now that I think about it.
Yeah, free food.
Did you eat them?
No, I didn't catch them, but I got I got 2 free concert tickets out of it.
I want to say that speaking of that girl almost getting my ass kicked, Jay, you got to know Zach and his brother on that dodgeball team. I had to stop fights all the time. Zach and his brother would piss that other team off, man. Like,
it's innocent chaos.
Zach would go up there with the ball and he would hit a girl like hard right on the side, right by her man. And the guy's like, "Hey man, why don't you cool it?" Zach goes, "Why don't you tell your girl to dodge a ball?"
Yeah.
And he's like,
in my defense, she threw the ball at me first pretty hard. So, I mean, I didn't want to hit her.
I'm the old man in the group because I'm 43. So I'm like, okay, everything's cool. Everything's calm. And then his little brother jumps up behind me and goes, "I'll peg that chick in the face." And I'm like, oh my God.
Like, God damn it.
I was like, you know what? I just backed away and said, let y'all do y'all thing. But man, that was so fun. I miss the dodgeball days. Those were fun.
You're on the toilet and a robber breaks into your house. Do you wipe first or do you go and investigate?
Oh, no, I go investigate.
No wiping? You just pull them up and go?
No, it's a good deterrent in case the things get rough. You know what I mean?
You're right. That's an extra weapon, actually.
Just start fucking, just do the jab, couple jabs, follow up with the right, and then start twerking on them.
You're a monkey. You just start throwing shit at them.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Monkey time.
So you're not wiping either, Kurt?
Well, I have OCD, so I would have to wipe first. I'd have to go, "They're taking my stuff." Shit. Okay, done. My house all be wild by the time I'm done with that poop. What's up?
I give it like a C+ wipe, like a quick wipe, but not a perfect.
Yeah,
Well,
just
no,
take
you
a
just
shower.
run your knuckles on your butthole, and then when you start punching them, that's like poison damage.
You're right. That's ×2 damage right there.
So you literally be beating the shit out of them.
Ah! Hey!
How long do you think you could last on the run after robbing a bank? Like you rob a bank and you get like a 2-hour head start on the cops.
Do I have access to the car and everything?
Yeah, you get a car, and as soon as you get in the car, they won't follow you for like 2 hours, and then they're 5-star GTA after you.
I would know where to go. I know a place where there's a campsite that I would be hidden good. I would last forever.
I'd probably last for maybe like, there's a lot up here in Lake Tahoe. There's a lot of places you can hide out. It's not a matter of me like outlasting the police. It's a matter of like me outlasting myself, like not having anything to eat or drink and being bored. And I'd probably just turn myself in after like 5 hours. I'm like, all right, fuck, enough of this shit. I'm on the Nevada side of Lake Tahoe, and I go down the mountain into Carson City to buy supplies and go to the bank and do all that shit. And in Nevada, it's an open carry state. This is during the COVID lockdowns. So I happen to be carrying that day, and I'm out doing my errands, and I'm on autopilot mode. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to get fuel. I got to go to Costco. I got all this shit I got to do. And one of the items on the list was I got to go to the bank and do some stuff. So I pull into the bank and I walk in, and immediately the women start yelling at me, hey, you can't come in here like that. What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm like, oh, fuck. I just walked into a bank with my gun on me. Oh. And I'm like, oh, shit. And I'm like shaking. I'm like, fuck, the cops are going to be here. Like I completely spaced on the fact that I had my gun on me. And the lady says, you have to have a mask on.
Oh.
Okay. So I went back to my truck, grabbed my bandana, and put that on, and I walked right back in. Guys, if you were to ever tell me that I'd walk into a bank wearing a mask and have a loaded gun on me, I'd call you crazy, but that's exactly what I did. And they didn't say shit about it.
I got a story, like, because if you want to talk about, let's say, and Zach, I'll go to you next. What's a funny COVID story that you have? Because I got one. I had just started working. Remember that downtown building I worked at in Denver, Zach?
Yeah.
I was working at that building, and I see these two people arguing, right? It's a woman and it's a guy. And the woman, like, they're just arguing. And the woman just hawks a loogie on the guy's face.
Oh, shit.
And the guy goes, COVID! And he swings and knocks her Mike Tyson out. Boom. Whole body on the ground like that. And I look at it and I go, oh, thank God my shift has not started yet, or else I would have to report that. And I went and got my boss to make her report it. And my boss is like, are you okay? And she was, God knocked her clean out, man. And I was just in shock. And of course, later I laughed. I thought it was funny, but damn, knocked her out, dude.
Your last YouTube video you posted, let me just tell you, that was high quality content.
Thank you.
How do you think of that idea? Top 5 people that what was it called? Top 5 people I fantasize to?
No. It was the name of the video. If you go on YouTube, yeah, the top 10 women I used to jack off to in the 1980s.
Yeah.
And Carrie Fisher is a solid number 2. You brought up the whole Star Wars burlesque show out there in Colorado. It made me think of that.
Who's number 1 and who's number 3? Give us a breakdown of those ones. Let's get Kurt's opinion.
All right, coming in at number 3, Kelly LeBrock of Weird Science. Remember that movie in the 80s?
Hell yeah, Kelly LeBrock.
Kelly LeBrock. If you haven't seen that movie, you should. It's a John Hughes classic, and the story just on paper it sounds dumb. These nerdy, dorky kids make a girlfriend on their computer, and she comes
her
to life.
Voice, though. Her voice. Oh my God.
Oh, her everything. She was actually good in that movie.
She was gorgeous too, man.
Yeah. All right, and who's number 1?
Number 1, Sports Illustrated swimsuit model Elle Macpherson.
There you go.
She was always my go-to. Still is on occasion.
Still up there.
Oh, I'm sure that'd make her happy. The guys are still yanking it to her.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll make her day to hear that. You get $5 million cash in hand if they televise to the whole world your most excruciating dump live to everybody. Do you take the deal?
Do you mean excruciating?
Excruciating. God damn, that was tough.
I was totally lost. And what's your most your insurrection dump? Like,
the biggest insurrection that I've done to my bathroom. I think I already made a video of that on my YouTube channel. I think it's currently at making me like $1.50 a month or something like that.
Woohoo! Which one do you rank number 1 though? Of your dumps? Yeah, you got a few of them. Stories.
Oh, all over the highway and bumper to bumper traffic, and people are laying on the horns and shit. Yeah, that's got to be number 1. I think a close second is when I shit in the Costco parking lot, and I went back the next morning to clean it up, and somebody had already done it, and I called the manager and apologized to him, and I said, "Look, if you could track down whoever did that, whoever cleaned up my mess, I have a gift card for them. And I actually went and got a $25 gift card. And I went to that Costco. I met with that manager, and I hand delivered an apology card that I got at the store, along with a gift card. And I documented the whole thing on YouTube. But most people wouldn't do that, much less show up the next morning to clean it up. They'd be like, "Oh fuck, that's somebody else's."
Class act, Jay. Good guy, Jay.
You got him a card.
Person I am, I guess.
You know what? They need that section in Hallmark. The section that I shit in your store with sympathy. Sorry. Here you go.
Here's a list of cards.
Sorry, I shit in your parking lot.
Sorry, I shit in your parking lot. Sorry, I shit in your store. Sorry, I shit on your girlfriend. Just all kinds of stuff.
Kind of make it rhyme. Like, sorry, I shit in your parking lot. I wanted to go to the bathroom earlier, but forgot. Yeah, I don't know.
Sorry, I shit in your parking lot. Forgiveness and a gift card beat a lot. I don't know. You can always
There you go. That could be a new like little niche market.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You got to corner that market.
Sorry, I shit.
Cards of sort of unique circumstances.
Dude, sorry I shit in your store. I acted like a drunken whore. You know, there's all kinds of stuff that you can do.
Yes,
You ran out of your bathroom was out of toilet paper, and I needed more.
Yeah, so since last time you've been on, you've done a few more Shitmas live streams. Poop stories. Has there been any other good ones? Any legendary stories?
I only read them live when I'm doing the stream.
Yeah.
So I have no idea what the stories are going to be about or anything like that, because I want to have like the same experience as
reaction.
whoever's watching it. So at this point, I have currently 9 that I haven't looked at that are in my inbox that are unread. If you have a funny or embarrassing poop story, send it to me. TahoeWeather@AOL.com. If I get a few more here, I'm going to do fart night.
Fart night.
Fart night, whatever.
Shark night, yeah, I like
I think that'd be a fun thing to do. And we'll get that going. Do it on the YouTube live and all that stuff.
That's great. Have you ever rescued anything before?
Oh, yeah. Animals all the time. Yeah.
What kind of animals? Are we talking dogs or anything?
I got a cat, orange cat, that we rescued. Found him when when I was down. My wife and I were living down in SoCal, and there's some kids across the street around this bush. And long story short, they were poking this kitten with a stick, and so I beat up about 5 9-year-olds, solidly. You know.
Hell yeah.
No, I ran him off, and there's this little kitten covered in fleas and blood and shit, and cleaned him up and got him happy and healthy, and he's around here somewhere. He trees bears. I don't know what it is about bears, but this fucking cat hates them. He chased 2 down the street. He ran 1 up a tree, wouldn't let it down. So he's good to have around the house for that kind of stuff.
Sounds like Heathcliff. Your cat's a badass.
Yeah. No, he's a good cat. We couldn't like when it comes to the animals that you adopt and rescue, and if they don't have a name, it'll present itself just from their personality and stuff like that. Like, you know, for example, one of the draft horses that we rescued when we were jousting, he was rescued by us a week before he was going to get processed for dog food. He didn't have a name or anything, but the term noble kept popping up, so that stuck with him. So we named him Noble. But in terms of our cat, we tried naming him like normal cat names, but nothing just stuck. And I called him a shithead one day, and bam, that's it. He's shithead.
So you just call him shithead?
It's great when we have to take him to the vet, because you have to tell them the name of your fur baby, and I say shithead, and like, seriously, I'm like, his name is shithead. And when you're sitting there waiting, they'll come out and they'll look at the thing, they'll call whoever's next. I'm like, say the name so we all know.
That could be anybody's cat. We don't know.
S-head.
It's like I always wanted to name a cat like Dish Soap, because I always thought it'd be funny, you know, like yelling at your pet in the apartment, and the people next door are like, why are they always yelling at their dish soap? Dish soap, sit. Dish soap, come here.
Does our neighbor have Tourette's? What's going on with that guy?
Yeah, they're just like, what is happening?
Oh, did I ever tell y'all my Tourette lady story from Walgreens?
No.
Okay.
That just sounds awesome.
When I worked at Walgreens, my bosses were looking at me from the candy aisle, and they were laughing. And I was like, why are they laughing? And this lady comes up there, and she goes, sir, I was wondering, this shirt, is it? And I went, what? She goes, oh, nothing. I wanted to know if the price of this is shit, ass shit. And I went, and she goes, why aren't you understanding me? I just want to know if oh, and I'm like, and then she finally buys the shirt and she leaves, and I'm like, what the hell? My boss comes over here. Yeah, that woman has Tourette's, and we knew she was going to check out the photo lab, but I was like, nah, we set up your way.
Oh, that's awesome. Could you date a girl with Tourette's?
It'd be fun during sex because you would think she's just really
exactly.
nasty.
That's what I was just thinking. The shit should work out. The
she'd be
oven's
on
on.
top
The
of
oven's
you.
on. The oven's on.
She'd be like, ah, shit. I'm like, yeah, I like this ass. Would you ever date a girl that was? Would you ever date a girl that was possessed? That could be fun.
How hot is she? You got to figure out the crazy to hot scale. Where does she rank in that?
Is she a Kelly LeBrock or is she an Elle Macpherson?
Yeah, that's what I need to know.
Yeah.
And dude, you invite your homeboys over. She's spinning her head, blowing all of y'all. I'm just kidding.
I got a good conspiracy theory for you here, Jay. Let me get your thoughts on this.
Oh, good. Yeah, let's hear it.
I saw this conspiracy the other day on the witness protection program, and the witness protection program doesn't exist. Because think how much money and how hard it would be to be hiding all these people all the time. So the witness protection program, instead, they just off you. And then they're like, where did they go? You're like, I haven't seen that person in ever. Are you sure they're still alive? They're like, we don't even know. That's how good we are at our job.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's pretty good.
What's your thoughts on that?
I think you'd have to debunk it just simply because of the movie Goodfellas and the Henry Hill story and all that.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. That kind of destroys that idea.
Man, wouldn't that be a great program to fucking get into? like if you witness some kind of horrible murder, you know,
Yeah.
and the feds are like, all right, we got to move you to Butt, Montana, and you're going to change your name and blah, blah, blah. And you cannot get online ever again, social media. Forget all that shit. You're going to shave your head or whatever. And we're going to give you like X amount of money per month. We don't want you having a job. Dude, sign me the fuck up.
You're
I
like,
don't
I'm
have to
in.
work again. That'd be great. I'd love to witness a murder to get
You're
those
like-
kind of benefits.
That sucks, man. Seeing other people live your dreams.
Yeah, sorry about your luck there, pal, but hey, off I go to Butt, Montana.
What would be the best store to be locked in overnight as a kid?
As a kid, Toys R Us.
Toys R Us? Oh, definitely.
Oh, that's when I was a kid. Those stores are gone.
Yeah, the classic Toys R Us. I know. I figured that's why you're talking. That'd be amazing. Or Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh,
I
no,
would
that'd be a
say-
horror story.
Oh,
You're right. That's Five Nights at Freddy's.
you know what? Without the Five Nights at Freddy's, I'm old school. Who remembers Showbiz Pizza?
Yeah.
Okay.
Showbiz Pizza Place, and you had, was it Chubbs? The
Okay,
keyboard player?
Chubb, Showbiz. Jay, you're old like me. Do you remember Hanna-Barbera Land?
I remember that. Then it was like
It was the
a fart in the
best.
wind. It came and gone.
Yeah, it came and went. That was the best. I went there 2 times when I was 5 and when I was 6. And when I tell you that was the best amusement park of all time, that's where I'd want to be locked in. Hanna-Barbera Land. Look it up, all you young people and old people. It's
Yeah, that's over my head. I'll have to look it up too. I was thinking, what about like an REI? You know, they got the rock climbing wall at least inside. That'd be fun.
where?
REI, like Dick's Sporting Goods. It's like one of those stores.
I'd want to
How
be
about
able
a
to.
Dave and Buster's, man? Like that.
Oh, hell
no.
yeah.
That was my next question. What would be the best place as an adult to be locked in?
Oh, I'd
Yeah.
lock me in a Cinemark. I'll watch movies all damn night and eat popcorn and candy.
Yeah, get the fancy ones where they have beer on draft, like, and you just
Oh, hell
like,
yeah.
knock-
Yeah, you got the reclining
Watch
seats
everything.
and everything.
Alamo Draft House. Lock me in an Alamo Draft House.
You break into your enemy's house. What do you take to inconvenience them?
the toilet paper.
Dude, the remote control. I'm going super evil.
That's a good one. Yeah, just taking the remote.
It's going to start a fight. He's going to yell at his wife, what the hell did you do with the control? Then he's going to tell his kids, which one of y'all was messing around with the control? I've just disrupted that whole household.
And
Super
to follow
evil.
up with that, another one too, like if he finally finds the remote, you flip the batteries around so it doesn't.
Oh, you get the double. Yeah, I like that.
Sounds like a Power Ranger villain, like that girl. I have taken the batteries and I have turned them around.
Yeah, I was thinking like the couch cushions. I would think that'd be a good one. That would piss me off, having no couch cushions.
Oh yeah, that would be horrible.
Oh, that would drive me nuts.
I remember one time we went to New Mexico me and my friends to visit one of our other friends, and one of my friends got trashed, like 10 out of 10, worst he's ever been. And he was throwing up everywhere, right? And he threw up all over this Airbnb, and we had to clean it up the next day, right before checkout. Checkout's at noon. So we're cleaning this whole place, everything, the couch cushions and everything he threw up on.
Oh, man.
And then we're like, you know what? It was terrible. The worst you can imagine. And we're like, all right, we can at least flip the couch cushions around at the end, and you won't know, unless you flip the couch cushion over. So we clean up the whole place spotless, the couch as good as we can. Last thing we do, we flip the couch cushions over. They're a different color on the bottom. We're like, oh, we just sat there for like 30 seconds in silence, like, fuck. But they didn't charge us. We got out of it, man. I don't know who ran that property. All right, Jay, choose your useless superpower. You have the superpower to generate milk out of thin air by pretending to milk a cow. So, like, you do this, milk just starts popping out. Or you can walk through any closed, unlocked door.
That's tough because, I mean, with that power in particular, you could do a lot of shit. You could do a lot of stuff, get access into places. You could, like, get into the Vatican or something.
Well, it's got to be unlock the door. Like, so it's like if the door's unlocked that anybody could pull it open to walk through, you can just walk through it instantly, like a ghost.
It's a pointless power.
Yeah, what if there's a bunch of like somebody used the other room as like a closet and there are hoarders and there's a bunch of shit on the other side. You walk through that door, you're gonna trip, get hurt. I think I'd go with the milking thing because I can make eye contact with people and just start doing this and the milk will appear and I give them a little wink and like don't tell anybody.
That would be funny across the bar, Jay, just milking it and then winks at him.
Somebody orders a coffee, they got a hangover,
and
all
dude.
of a sudden the dude starts doing this and milk.
And you could totally terrorize people that are lactose intolerant. Just run around,
Oh, yeah.
just milk chasing them.
Just like walk through a restaurant doing this, and there's milk, like people are covered in it.
See, man, I'm a big milk fan. I was just gonna drink the milk.
Just giving everybody a Peter Norris.
I'm not gonna do the animation for the clip of me jerking a cow off to drink the milk in the air, but
Or yeah, exactly. So instead of doing this, you just do this, and you're like, it's like you're machine gunning.
Yeah, and I'm
facials to everybody in the room.
everybody gets a little milk. You get milk. It'd be like that Katy Perry fireworks song.
Yeah.
All right, this is another great question. After you die, you enter the afterlife and find out that it's just an infinity KFC with unlimited free food and drinks. What's your reaction?
Oh,
I'm
man.
happy.
It's a love-hate thing with KFC, like it is with most people. But one thing that I realized this, I'd never even thought about it. They don't have a breakfast menu, but they could easily resolve this. They have chicken breasts, and they could throw that in there with a waffle. You can do chicken and waffles. Why aren't they doing this?
I imagine it's heaven. They got to have breakfast KFC there.
You also get the biscuit. Some butter. Just throw in a waffle and some syrup, and there's your breakfast menu at KFC. There it is.
That's great. All right, last question of the episode for both of you. Do you guys have any good dad jokes?
I got one that I've told on my channel. All right, so this guy and this preacher playing golf. The guy goes up, he shoots, he misses, he goes, God damn it, I missed him. I missed it. And then the preacher goes, hey man, be careful saying God damn, shouldn't say that. And then the preacher shoots, he makes it, and he's like, thank you, God. They go to the next hole. Guy shoots, he misses, he goes, God damn it, I missed it. And the preacher goes, hey, I'm telling you, stop saying that. And the guy's like, whatever, he walks off. The preacher shoots, he makes it, he's like, thank you, God. They get to another hole. Guy shoots, he misses, God damn it, I missed it. The preacher goes, okay, listen, I've warned you. You say goddamn one more time, a lightning bolt's gonna come from the sky and kill you dead, so stop it. Guy's like, whatever. And he just leaves. The preacher shoots, he makes it, he goes, thank you, God. You get to another hole. The guy misses, he goes, God damn it, I missed it. And this big bolt of lightning comes down, misses the guy, kills the preacher, and this big voice in the sky goes, God damn it, I missed him.
That's a good one.
Okay, I got one, and since Easter's upon us, it's an Easter dad joke. What did Jesus say to his disciples at the Last Supper?
What did he say?
He said, all right, guys, if you want to be in the picture, you got to get on this end of the table.
Yeah, Darren.
Wah, wah.
If I had a horn, I'd honk it for you, too. All right, that's all for this episode of the Barcast. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. We're giving away a toaster at 10K subscribers. We're halfway there, baby. Check out Old School Kurt. He's the man. Check out Jay too. Anything else you want to shout out, Jay? It'll be linked on screen.
Yeah, if you have any funny, embarrassing poop stories, send them my way. Tahoe Weather at AOL.com. And I will, once I get enough, I'll do a stream on YouTube and you'll see it.
Fart night, baby. Send this man your poop stories.
Go see Godzilla X Kong. It's great.
Hell yeah. Subscribe. Doo-doo-doo.